Hello everybody, and welcome to Game 2 in this best of 3 series between atnDelphi, spawning here once again as the best color in the world, the pink Zerg, and his opponent, who needs no introduction, but I'll do it anyway, LiquidTLO, Liquid the Little One. And it looks like we had a little bit of German lag. No big deal. They are up and running now. And something interesting about TLO, really unfortunate actually, is he has not been able to play a whole lot lately because of the fact that he has been diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome in both of his wrists, which sucks because he's a pro gamer and he is awesome. And we have unfortunately not been able to see a whole lot of games from him, which has been very sad for everybody. So when I saw these games up and about, I knew I just had to cast them because I love watching TLO, I love watching him play, I love watching him work, and win or lose, he always throws down a great match. Speaking of great matches, last match was pretty good, showing very good innovative play on Shakur's Plateau. We'll see what he has in store for us this time on Shattered Temple, which might look familiar to you because if you are familiar with Lost Temple, it is very similar. The biggest difference is these expansions over here are no longer islands. They are now just little blocked off ramps, and instead of two Zelnaga watchtowers set up in kind of little positions over here, there's just one in the center for control. And right off the bat, we have a lot of weirdness going on. We got TLO trying to block off any hatchery and two other drones down here in order to prevent any kind of bunker shenanigans. He doesn't want to see any 2-racks going down. He doesn't want to see any problems from that. So Delphi sent down a couple of drones just kind of as an insurance policy to make sure that SCV wasn't doing anything tricky, because SCVs are tricky as hell. You got to watch out for those fuckers. They will get you. Now we have spawning pool and extractor going down for Delphi. After hatchery, he scouted the cross position, the close air position very quickly with his overlord, and even managed to back it out and back it up over here after scouting the front door. So not too bad on that, able to get a lot of free information. He is aware of TLO's initial build, what he's up to. He knows that there is once again probably not going to be a 2-racks. And we got the factory going up for TLO now. So that definitely works out for him. And what is this? Am I seeing this? I get the feeling that TLO is going to live the dream. Every Terran, every Protoss is always annoyed by this Overlord just chilling over here, and he's going to use this barracks to spot and snipe down this Overlord. Yep, doing a lot of damage. The armor of the Overlord is not going to save it. These Marines are going to town. And this is actually going to supply lock Delphi for a while, right at a time where he wants to be producing a lot of drones really quickly. So this Overlord, he's got 2 Overlords in production, but it's just only 3/4 of the way done. And this is a big problem. So that was a huge pickup for TLO. Puts him way ahead in this early game when every drone counts, when every Zergling counts. You do not want to be supply locked ever in a game, but in particular you don't want to be supply locked in the early game. Now we got Hellions coming out again, we got a command center going down, and Tech Lab coming up, and we'll see if we're going to have a repeat in the tech path that he chose last game that ended up being fairly effective, I would say. It wasn't super damaging, but it was able to, I think, shake his opponent and just kind of put him off his game a little bit while he followed up with a very strong additional play. And now this Hellion is just running around. These Zerglings, they're so slow. Oh man, speed Zerglings against Hellions, or slow Zerglings against Hellions just sucks so bad. Man, they are getting roasted left and right. And that is, every one of those Zerglings killed is a Zergling that has to be replaced, which is not a drone being produced. I cannot emphasize how much Zerg players want to make only drones in the beginning. Now we got 10 more Zerglings coming in. Speed is almost done, which is going to let them deal with those Hellions pretty well. We have a Spine Crawler coming down in the... Where is he placing that? Oh, right in front of me. Right at his front door, which is a pretty excellent spot. It's centrally located, so any Hellions going on either side are going to have to get hit at least once or twice. Now, TLO is poking in, taking a look around. He does not like what he sees quite yet, so he's waiting for Reapers. He's got Reaper speed being built, and now we got Zerglings trying to chase these Hellions down, but the Hellions staying close to the wall, turning them, putting the Zerglings in a line, and just using that splash damage to roast them away. And now we got, how many Reapers are on the field already? 2 Reapers out. Where is he hiding those guys? Yep, just hiding up here. He does not want to reveal that tech again. I'm sure that Delphi would be thinking, he went Reapers last game. There was no way he would go Reapers again this game. But we will see. Maybe he doesn't think that because he's getting a Roach worn down. He is tired of the Hellions, and Roaches are basically the counter to Reapers. Reapers will they'll tickle them a little bit, but that's about it. And if you look closely, you can see that the Reapers have the little cross, just like the buildings. That is some attention to detail right now, but enough about that. I spent too much time looking at unit portraits. We have got a little bit of action going on here. We got the Reapers going across the map, and here's a bit of a mistake, I would say, by TLO. He has not taken this watchtower, which means Delphi knows exactly what's coming, when it's coming, and he has got Roaches coming out the wazoo. He is ready for this. A lot of Hellions, and here come the Reapers with the charges. Doing a lot of damage to the Spine Crawler, forced to fall back a little bit, fries all the Zerglings, and now they're backing in with a couple of Marines and these Queens. I'm going to try to block this ramp here so that the Reapers and Hellions cannot get up into the base, and now the drones are running back. Oh, they get roasted in the line, but a good split off, and the Roaches pop out just in time to take all these units out, and these 5 Roaches are going to be able to deal with all this stuff. But the Reapers, they don't care. They are fast. They are upgraded. They're going to hop up this cliff, and they're going to do some damage. They took down a Queen, but they have to run away again from the Roaches. Reapers and Roaches just don't mix in that Roaches rape Reapers. Say that 5 times fast. No, don't. It's kind of offensive. Anyway, here we are. We got a TLO once again using that aggression to get his expansion up and running. He does not want the Zerg player to attack him back, but we got Roaches in here doing a lot of damage. The Reapers are forced to retreat up here. Reapers, almost like flying units, able to hop up these cliffs if they're only one level, makes them extremely versatile, very annoying. And we even have Delphi keeping, well, he was keeping a couple of Roaches. He's going to keep 1 Roach here, just in case of a sneaky Reaper play. Reapers will chop up here and just run in and attack the drone line. But in the meantime, we have Marauders and Marines, got a couple bunkers down, and a big push from Delphi. He is tired of getting pushed around by Reapers, and these SCVs are not repairing. All they did, they got right-clicked before the bunker was being hurt. So all they did was group around it, and there are a lot of SCVs going down for TLO. He is forced to pop into that bunker. Now he's got the repair going on, and that is going to clean up these Roaches and Zerglings. But I would say a lot of damage done. 12 workers killed, or 9 workers killed by Delphi. So it looks like TLO is actually still ahead of the game. But in terms of resources and in terms of workers killed, he has a 10 worker advantage on Delphi. That is not a good position. Delphi is trying to catch up, making 4 drones at a time. A couple more just popped. But between the mules and, in the second expansion and the considerable lead he already has, he is still producing SCVs 2 at a time as often as he can. I would say that TLO is definitely in a good spot to take this game. He's definitely at an advantage right now as we transition into the mid game. We have Lair Tech coming down. We have more drones being built 10 at a time, so Delphi will be able to keep up, but we got a ton of upgrades coming out, huge amount of production for TLO. He's moving once again into these Blue Flame Hellions and Stim Marine Marauder and Medevac. Same build that worked for him on Shakur's Plateau, and we'll see if he's able to be as successful with it this time. Now we got Overlord caught out of position. He's going to see this army moving out, and there is still a Zergling on the Zelnaga Watchtower, letting Delphi see when TLO moves out, which is very helpful. And a nice little Zergling run in, and the supply depot is lowered down to let the SCVs out as the army from TLO runs back, and these SCVs and mules are going to be just fine. Looks like he lost maybe 1 or 2. But no big deal. That lets Delphi even up the worker kill count, but he is just now catching up, and he's actually still down a couple workers, which is not very helpful. Once again, I mean, when you're even on workers with a Terran, you are not even on workers with a Terran because those mules are worth about 4 SCVs. They are extremely effective, extremely helpful, really keeps the Terran macro in overdrive, and TLO for his part is spending his resources. He's keeping them low. Usually under 200. He's slipping a little bit as he's moving out, but he's getting distracted, understandably, by these Zerglings that are just being super annoying. Blue Flame Hellions, Prignator just finished, roasting away those Zerglings, and now those Zerglings are going to be extremely ineffective. There's even 1 Marine in a bunker back here waiting for a Zergling to come in, and now this is going to be tough for Delphi. Scan goes down, saying that we only have Roaches defending. Pathogen glands are almost done. Infestors on the way. He needs them right now, though, and they are not going to finish for another 30, 25 game seconds. These Roaches are just getting demolished by the Marines and Marauders with the Medevacs healing from the top. Good little position back here, hiding behind the extractors, and these Roaches have good concave on all these units, but these Marauders are so strong with the stim, dealing tons of damage, and now the Infestors are about to pop. Is it going to be enough? Infestors coming out. Come on, Infestors, do the trick. We've got a fungal growth down, we've got another fungal growth, and there it goes. So good fungal growth, but we have reinforcements streaming in from TLO, and more Roaches and Zerglings are on the way. This hatchery is in danger of going down. Lots of drones dying, and here comes the Zerglings popping out, getting fried up by the Hellions. And there are just so many units coming in. Here come more Stim Marines, and these 3 Roaches are not going to be able to do it, and Delphi realizes that it is game over. Throws out the good game, the GG. German game maybe, but I think it means GG. And yeah, great game, interesting play. Love the Reaper play, love the Hellion play. That Reaper Hellion push was extremely effective against a Zerg player that was probably just expecting Hellions. Because what Delphi had built, the Spine Crawler and the Zerglings up front, that would have been no problem dealing with Hellions. Even 5 or 6 of them definitely could have taken them down. With those Reapers in there, a single wave of that D3 charge, D30 charge on the Spine Crawler just utterly annihilated it. So, good game. Definitely a good game.